Hi there, welcome to Big VTV. Great to have you with us, state champ women, and we've got a very, very happy Nicole Howard sitting here with us, Steve.
Half happy.
Well, half happy. Had a win on the weekend. We're going to start off with that game. Melbourne 92 went down to Warrandyte 97 in OT, and Melbourne were up and about in this game, and it was a bit of a seesawing contest by the looks of it.
Well, they were leading for most of the game, so we had.
You guys came back late.
We did. It was an interesting game of basketball.
And then I reckon Lexi Graham may have scored to tie it up and put it into OT.
Yeah, got fouled, went to the line. We could say there was quite a few fouls in that game.
Really?
We had 4 not available to us in OT.
Wow.
They had 2 not available to them.
6 fouled out in the game.
That might be reflective of the 97-92 because
Lots of
there
foul
was not a lot
shots.
of defence allowed to be played.
Nicole Romeo had 23 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists.
She was a bit dirty on that last.
Could have just given her one more.
She was stuck on 9 assists for a little while too, because I was following live stats and I was like, oh, she's going to get that eventually, especially when the game went to OT.
She thought there should have been another 3 or 4.
Oh, I don't know about that we missed. I think there may have been a little question asked of the teammates who might have missed a little shot somewhere in there.
Hello.
We did make some jokes about that in the change rooms afterwards.
Amanda Meinking had 15 points, 13 rebounds,
solid
had 2
for us
double-doubles on the weekend.
She's been great the last
very
month
good.
or so, yeah.
Lexi Gray had 24 points for Melbourne. Monique Conti, young gun, off the bench, had 15 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. And I reckon she had 3 steals as well. So she had a very good game. Well done, Warrandyte, on the win. Just keeps them there or thereabouts, Steve-O.
For Warrandyte, yeah, just always sticking around.
Just hanging.
Right.
Ringwood 76 defeated Bulleen 71. The Hawks didn't have it all their own way. Anika Whiting was the difference here, 23 points.
I did say Bulleen would be right in there. I thought they might even get it. But the imports, again, they seem to do that against Bulleen. Really scored well, both of them, I think, even though we haven't got that written there. I think they both got on the scoreboard.
I think Mel Dixon had 18 in that game. Lauren
Saying.
Pearce had 20 points for Bulleen. Now, last week I mentioned Lauren Pearce has been playing football as well.
I saw that.
I reckon I saw her running around for the Melbourne Demons on the weekend.
She was.
Is that correct?
Correct.
And doing pretty well.
Yeah, really well. She kicked a goal, I believe.
Gee, she's having a very good season on court
It's going to be interesting from here, though, to see if it's going to have to be a bit of a choice for her.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But she'd be a shame one way or the other because she seems like she's very good at both.
Yep, maybe. Whittlesea 68 came within a whisker. An absolute
more than a whisker.
Bee's wing.
I believe it was buzzer beater.
Of getting their first win. 68 to McKinnon, 69. Nat Vandenadel had 17.6 rebounds, 5 assists for the Cougars. Georgia, well, that'd be Julia, by the way, Steve. I know you've done the notes there. That's Julia. Julia D'Annunzio had 17 points for Whittlesea. Close, McKinnon. Close. Close win for McKinnon.
Rach Quirk, 3-pointer at the horn.
On the horn.
Wow.
Down,
so they were up.
Down 2.
Whittlesea would have had their first.
Up 1.
And I did say I think Whittlesea will win a game. And I think that should say to you that they're thereabouts. They just need the luck of the win somewhere along the way. I think they'll get it.
Didn't have much luck on Sunday, by the way.
No,
McKinnon.
That's what they're capable of.
McKinnon were short. I think they only played with 7.
Yes.
Although they only had 7 available as well, I think. So yeah, but
I still think Whittlesea. I think they will.
Yeah.
Yep. As long as it's not next week.
Does that game say more about Whittlesea or McKinnon, or less about Whittlesea or McKinnon?
I don't know if it says much about either. In that, I think Whittlesea will continue to be competitive in some games, and I think McKinnon went in undermanned. A bit hard to know.
Okay, fair enough. Southern Penn 86 defeated Eltham 61. Britt Carter, very good season, 21 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals. She fills it up week in, week out. She's all-star 5 material for me at the moment. Eltham, Liv Bonapelli always does her job, 20 points. Southern Penn to the good of 25, Steve-O.
You speak about Britt Carter.
I did speak about it.
Each and every week, I have to agree with you. She's just always been the star for Southern Penn, and what a pickup for the Sharks.
All-star 5 for you? Got to be there.
Yeah, at this point, why not?
Knox 109 defeated Whittlesea 60. So the Pacers have a very good and bad side to them on the weekend. Mind you, Knox a very good team. Rebecca Ott started, had 23 points, shot at 90%, had 23 points in not many minutes.
No.
Just
about
dominated 18
18
minutes.
Quality.
Corinne Campbell, 20 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists. She came off the bench in that one. Tanil Khan, 20 for Whittlesea.
It's a good effort.
All Raiders.
Yeah, all Raiders. And look, that's the next step as well. I know that I've had those issues over the years coming off a double header for Whittlesea and you get the so close. They would have spent so much emotional energy on that Saturday night. The roller coaster ride of nearly your first win, to then have to back it up Sunday against a quality opposition. It's tough.
Yeah.
Waverley 65 went down to Diamond Valley 69. This was a big Sunday game. Kate Oliver had 31 points, 13 rebounds for Waverley. I think Tegan Cunningham held to 5 points. Helen Roden held to 6 points. That went a long way for Diamond Valley, getting this one by 4. Alex Sharp had 19 points, 13 rebounds. Belinda Snell, who we alluded to on last week's show that we thought she was going to run around, and she did. Her first ever game in the Big V, she had 13 points and 10 rebounds. I gather she's there for the rest of the season, Steve-O?
Yeah, that's my mail. She's there for the remainder of the season.
Great pickup. There'll be plenty of people just getting out to watch her play.
I think she'll hit
which
probably...
is good for Diamond Valley.
I'm predicting now she'll probably hit 15 threes when she plays against Warrandyte.
Oh, shut up.
Warrandyte 59, went down to Hume City 76 on Sunday. I've got to tell you, it's a 17-point margin, but this game was a hell of a lot closer than that for a long way. Colleen Planeta, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks for Hume City, did her thing as she normally does. Nicole Romeo, 22 points, 9 rebounds for Warrandyte. You guys were there for a long time.
We really were. It's disappointing in that sense. Happy to have put some good basketball forward against the top of the ladder team that we've got a lot of respect for.
Yep.
That we, I suppose, want to emulate at some point to be a team like that.
Yep.
So you take that away. On the flip side, getting close, even though 17, it was close. We let a bad patch early in the third go. We had to spend a lot of energy catching back up. Double header, just ran out of legs, and legs to some degree, and just a few shots that didn't drop when they should. Bit of momentum swing, but happy with the effort. Just disappointed not to have knocked. That would have been a huge win for our club to have knocked off the Hume City Broncos.
I keep saying about the better teams in competitions, whether it's state champ women or WNBL or whatever it is. There's just teams that have a couple of players with polish.
Yeah.
And when it's needed,
and the experience they played in the last.
They're the go-to.
Now. Sorry.
Can I just
yes?
Sorry, can I just mention on your first game of the weekend, because it's not mentioned here, and I think she made the blue carpet.
I think it would be harsh not to mention that.
Mark Kershaw had 27 in that game. Had some blocks, had some rebounds. She was, for a young kid, she was very, very good in that game.
I just wanted to make sure she got a bit of a call out.
Gave her a plug. There you go. We love.
Just in case her parents or
we
family
love
are
Marge.
watching.
We love Marge.
She's apparently because we're at MSAC, it was overtime. There was a bit of an announcement made down at the Warrandyte Stadium during the Youthies game.
Yeah.
Announced that we'd won in OT, a bit of a clap. Announced Marg had 27, place erupted. She's a cult hero down at Warrandyte. The headband, she's a hero.
Let's not forget, by the way, that a former co-host on this show, Callum Chambers, he loved Marg Kershaw.
He just outside
still talks about
he actually came hunting me down the corridor out there to talk about Marg's 27.
I knew that he would notice. He
was all over it. He said, how was Margie?
Yep, there you go. Ladder, here we go. Steve-O.
Yep, sure thing. Hume City remain atop of the champ women ladder, 9-1. Knox 8-1.
Hold it there. Hold it right there.
Sure.
Nicole, question without notice.
Sure.
If the grand final was being played tonight.
Okay, that's
being
a different question.
Tonight,
because if you're asking me in a week, I'd change it.
No, if it was being played tonight, if we were about to leave the show right now and go out and watch the grand final between Hume City and Knox, and I asked you for a tip right now, who would you tip?
Yeah, tip Hume City.
Okay, there you go. Fair enough. She would know, Steve-O, because she's actually seen the teams. Unlike
I haven't actually seen
been
Knox,
around.
But,
right, okay.
Poor Knox.
Southern Peninsula and Ringwood are both tied 9-2.
Right in there.
Yep.
Diamond Valley now 7-4.
Now, just hold that for a second, Steve-O. Nicole, question without notice. Diamond Valley, who have picked up Belinda Snell.
Yep.
Are they in the mix with the top 4, yes or no? I know it's a top 6 this season. I'm not saying in the mix to finish top 4. In the mix with those 4 teams.
Yes, but...
Are they going to lose place?
This is what I'm saying right now. Hume, Zamet, gone for 6 weeks coming up.
Where's Nicole Zamet gone?
She might be jet setting. Southern Penn, Ala Hallisey, playing her last game this weekend.
Okay.
Diamond Valley, Alex Sharp, soon departing. There's a whole pipe within those teams. There is people coming and going, and I just think it's going to make it really interesting.
Wow.
Those that can keep some sort of...
and Knox keeping their team together?
I think so.
Okay.
But...
she would know, Steve.
I know.
Unlike you and I.
I think so. You hear a few things here and there.
Okay.
I might talk about that one off camera.
All right, okay. Fair enough.
Okay, so Diamond Valley were in 5th at 7-4. Not far behind is Waverley 6-4.
No, just hold that thought there, Steve.
Here we go.
Are Waverley completely safe, Nicole?
I don't think they're completely safe, but I think if all three, and we'll say stars, so Oliver, Cunningham and Roden can
stars.
sort of all fire at the one time, I think
yes.
they've got a lot. Most teams would like those three people on their side, wouldn't they?
All right, yeah, absolutely.
Very hard to match up on, even if two of the three sides. Obviously, they've gone down to Diamond Valley on the weekend with one firing.
Yep. Steve-O, who's next on the ladder?
So that's the 6th. Then in the next 5 or 6, Bulleen 5-5.
Now hold that thought, Steve-O. Nicole, Bulleen's got the pigskin kicker out there, Lauren Pearce, right?
Yeah.
If the pigskin kicker maybe has to choose between football and basketball at some stage.
I don't think she'll have to do it now. I think she can get through the season. I think it would be next year that would be the issue.
Okay,
because the league doesn't it start next year?
Okay, yes, all right. She's playing for Melbourne at the moment.
Yeah, but I believe that
the pigskin kicker.
I think it was an exhibition game.
Okay, she might pierce off soon. I mean, the pigskin kicker could be a bona fide AFL star in the future.
Could be.
Steve, I promise not to interrupt you for the rest of the ladder.
McKinnon 4-6, Warrandyte 3-8, Eltham 2-9, Melbourne 2-9, and we'll see on 13.
Right. Well done. Good. Round 10, here we go. Bulleen, McKinnon.
Big game.
Important game. Really important because they sit 7th and 8th and they've both got to win this game. And I've got to tell you, I'm looking forward to one matchup and I'm going to this game.
Are you?
I'm going to go to...
I thought you might be at Melbourne Uni on the daiquiri machine.
Oh, hang on, did they win?
Yeah, they won.
Oh, hang on, I may not be going to this game. I own Melbourne Uni in Division 2. I've had no contact from them. That's interesting. Do they still have... Anyway, we'll D2 Women's Show, we'll get to that. If I do get the chance to go to this game, I would be looking forward, and I hope they match up, the pigskin kicker and Sinead Greaves.
Be a great matchup.
Great matchup.
Yep.
Who's going to win?
I'm going to tip Bulleen.
I'm going to tip the Boomers as well, Steve-O. I reckon they're in a little bit more touch than what the Cougars are.
Yeah, I tipped the Boomers to beat Ringwood last week, and they fell 5 points short.
You were close, Steve-O. We thought you were an idiot. You were close.
I'm going to stay with them.
Hume and Melbourne.
Hume.
Broncos for me. Eltham, Knox. I'm going Knox. Whittlesea, Warrandyte. Don't be silly, Steve-O. Don't even think about it, Steve-O. Whittlesea will not have an answer. Will not have an answer for Nicole Romeo in this game.
It's probably right. That's why I'm tipping Warrandyte.
It is right, Steve-O. It is, I'm telling you.
Could we maybe, instead of Nicole Romeo, maybe they won't have an answer for Mark Kershaw?
Well, maybe as well, but I'm telling you, they won't have an answer for Nicole Romeo. Warrandyte to win. Waverley, Ringwood.
It's a big game as
well.
Massive
game.
Yeah.
Waverley to bounce back.
Wow.
Yeah. How often would Helen Roden and Tegan Cunningham have 2 down games in a row?
More to the point, you've just tipped Ringwood to lose.
Well, again, it's not for me. Anytime I'm tipping someone, it's not actually supposed to be a lack of respect for the other team. I just think Waverley need, given where they're sitting on the ladder, Bulleen playing McKinnon with a chance to win, they need to win. So their stars hopefully step up and win it.
It's certainly a big game. I've seen both of these teams.
It was close first time. It was at Ringwood. Round 1.
Who goes to Van der Zee?
Probably
Kate
Oliver.
Who goes to Whiting?
Tegan.
Who goes to Mel Dixon?
Helen Roden.
Good matchups. Good matchups. I like it. I reckon Ringwood's got a little bit more depth than Waverley, so I'm going to go the Hawks to win.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm torn. I think Waverley.
Diamond Valley, Eltham. So 2 people going against Ringwood there.
No love lost.
No love lost cup.
I think Diamond Valley get it.
Yeah.
While they've still got everyone on board, they're going to get that win.
I reckon DV, in all seriousness, I reckon DV said to Belinda Snell last week, Snelly, just warm up in this game. If we get the win against Waverley, we'll be happy with that. We're just bringing you in a week early to warm you up because we want you against Eltham.
Will Snelly play on Bontempelli?
Who cares?
That'll be a good matchup.
A great matchup. I reckon they said, Snelly, just get the rust and the cobwebs out on week 1 because we want you for Eltham. I'm going Diamond Valley, Steve-O.
I think DV wins comfortably.
I've gone DV.
Southern Pen, Hume City. Great game.
Yeah. Ella Hallisey's last before she goes to college. So that I reckon they'll pack it down there at Southern Pen.
Pack it.
To farewell her. While Zamet is still here, I'm going to tip Hume.
Steve-O?
Being at the Shark Tank, I think this is the one time that Southern Pen can get Hume. I'm going to tip Southern Pen.
Brittany Carter to get them across the line. I think Southern
You don't
Pen.
reckon that Hume's got a defender that can stop?
No,
Brett
of course
Carter?
they have. Of course they have. But I think Southern Pen in overtime to win.
Oh.
In OT.
OT. It's going to be that close. Going to be
100
that
plus.
close.
They're going to break the.
Maybe 100 plus. Who
Wow.
knows? We'll wait and see. In all honesty, I've got no idea who's going to win. I think it's going to be that close. Have a great week. Get out there and support your teams. We are headed towards the finals officially, second half of the season. We'll see you next week on Big VTV.